Hello everyone, how did your trading go last week? If it didn't go well, be sure to watch this entire video and apply the insights I'm sharing today to your own trading system. In today's video, I will share an important price action technique, one that I believe will completely transform the way you view the market, predict trends, and make trading decisions. All moving objects possess inertia, and a speeding vehicle is no exception. Bringing it to a halt requires deceleration. Prices operate in much the same way. Momentum is a key concept you must master to predict trends. Alright, to make things easier to understand, let's look at some real-world examples. This is gold on the M1 time frame. Once again, I advise beginners not to trade on time frames lower than M15. Although the underlying mechanics are the same across all time frames, events unfold very rapidly on lower ones, making it easy to commit a series of mistakes that can lead to blowing your account. When entering the market, the first step is to determine the market trend in order to identify key level or zone of support and resistance. Observing the current chart, the market is in an uptrend. We can identify the nearest key level of this trend. This key level represents the last point where sellers held control before buyers stepped in and pushed the market higher. When the price returns to this key level, how do you predict whether it will react or reverse there, or break through the level and form a downtrend? What we want to see is price action slowing down, indicated by subsequent candlesticks being smaller than the preceding ones, along with how the price reacts at that key level. Just as when operating a vehicle, upon encountering an obstacle, you must slow down and come to a complete stop before turning around. Right now, the price is returning to a key level. Let's see how it reacts. A large bearish Marubozu candle is followed by a smaller Marubozu candle. Next comes a doji candle, indicating indecision. And when this bullish Marubozu candle appears, it indicates that selling pressure has been absorbed, buying pressure has regained control in the contested zone and pushed the markets higher. We can also clearly see that as prices fell, buyers repeatedly stepped into the markets to hold back the sellers. When analyzing price action, the sharp decline indicates that downward momentum remains strong, continuing to push prices lower. However, as the price approaches a key level, bearish candles gradually lose their strong momentum. Signs of this include Marubozu candles with smaller bodies, a doji signaling indecision, and a bullish Marubozu indicating buyer participation. It is highly likely that this key level will halt the downward trend. We always prioritize key price zones where the impulse wave contains an imbalance, as this indicates that the rebound from that zone is strong enough to warrant considering a trade entry. Alright, we'll place a buy order at the key price level. I'm setting the stop loss at a minimum of twice the risk to avoid getting stopped out by sudden price fluctuations. That's the safety margin I use. We'll take profits at the upper peak. This trade offers a risk to reward ratio of 7.79. Let's see how the price action unfolds. The price has reached the take profit level. I wouldn't go so far as to claim that trades like this have a 100% win rate. However, I would bet on my 10-year trading career that once you can read market's momentum, your probability of winning becomes incredibly high. Let's look at another example and see how the market reacts to the key level. Still looking at gold on the M1 time frame, we quickly determined that the market was in an uptrend and that this was a key level for the current uptrend. If anyone is wondering why this isn't considered a key level for the uptrend, let me briefly explain. It is merely a sideways price zone, not significant enough to qualify as a key level. For a more detailed explanation, please refer back to my previous videos or the lessons in my course. We observe strong buying pressure driving the price upward. The continuous formation of imbalances indicates that this key level is a potential zone for buying. But let's observe how the market reacts when it pulls back to the key level: a bearish Marubozu candle, a larger bearish Marubozu, and then an even larger bearish Marubozu. A sequence of 3 increasingly large bullish Marubozu candles is driving straight into the key level, indicating strong selling pressure that appears to disregard this level. The price didn't even show any significant reaction beforehand. It was like a vehicle speeding forward with no signs of stopping, indicating negligible resistance ahead. Wouldn't you say? We'll still enter a buy order here and take profit at the peak above. Let's see how the market reacts. The price dropped and hit my stop loss. This demonstrates that even a very strong key level cannot hold the price when hit by opposing momentum. Do you see the importance of momentum in the markets? What about the smart money strategy? Do we need to observe the price reaction before it reaches the POI zone? Let's take a look at this example. This is US 31-minute time frame. The market is currently in a strong uptrend, and we have identified a POI, point of interest, associated with areas of imbalance. This is an opportune moment to apply a smart money strategy. But look more closely, the price has touched the POI zone once, twice. The first time the price touched the POI, it moved with tremendous momentum, evidenced by a large Marubozu candle. However, the price failed to break through the POI zone. Buying pressure emerged immediately, pushing the market upwards. The second time, the price returned to the point of interest, POI, with momentum identical to the first. Once again, a large, powerful Marubozu candle surged directly into the zone. However, keep this in mind when considering key level such as support and resistance zones. Momentum is a factor worth noting. That said, with the smart money strategy, we do not focus on counter-trend momentum. Instead, we prioritize the size of the IC institutional candle. I will explain this in greater detail in the next video. If this POI is breached, the key price level is unlikely to hold, leading to a trend reversal. This is because the POI represents the strongest point of that trend. And since this is the trend's strongest point, we will open a long position right here and take profit at the nearest peak. Let's see how the market reacts. Okay, the price has hit the take profit level. Some people believe that forex trading is just like gambling. They hold this view due to a lack of knowledge regarding the act of placing buy or sell orders as nothing more than a game of chance. However, trading is not about guesswork. You must patiently wait for clear price action signals based on what you actually see rather than what you merely surmise. Only then can you truly call yourself a trader. Thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. It provides great motivation for me to keep creating videos like this. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will answer them. Remember to practice a lot. I believe your trading results will change once you fully understand momentum. See you in the next videos.